Well, it's an absolutely beautiful day here, a beautiful autumn day, and we're in the village of Ashfield cum Thorpe, and this is the church of St Mary's, and it says, welcome. Well, here we've got a beautiful brick-built church bathed in autumn sunshine. Well, this is a fantastic looking church, isn't it? And it's set in this beautiful churchyard, which is full of mature trees and actually lovely grass areas, actually. But we've got a lot of mature trees here and shrubs. Beautiful garden. Well, it's a lovely day as well to come and visit this church. The inevitable headstones that have fallen over, but they add such character to these churches, these churchyards. So look up to the other side here. Ah, now this is really unusual. We've got a small wooden bell tower. So this is a fairly new church, relatively speaking, and perhaps it was built on the site of an older church. That would be my guess, that the churchyard is actually older than the church. Still have a look around the other side. Well, the setting here is just superb. I mean, we're in the shade of these massive trees. And we've got bright sunshine on the church. You can see that wooden tower, or bell tower. I mean, I know nothing of this church, only what I'm looking at. It is a brick church. I just can't say how old it is, but the churchyard looks older, and it is a beautiful churchyard with, well, actually less headstones than you would think. So I guess a lot of them have been cleared because there's a tractor going by. Absolutely beautiful in this sunlight. Truly gorgeous. Let's have a look around the other side of the church. So in this side of the church we're right up against a field, and we've got the churchyard, which is surrounded by or bordered by large trees. And then here we can come back under this tree here, and when we come out from the shade of it, we'll get a good view of that church from this side. It's a lot busier this side here. We've got a little sort of shed here at the side that was added at one time and sort of encroaching on that window, actually. Then there's an extension. Looks bigger this side, but there's no tower in the front, just the bell house at the top, sort of thing. There's a big window there at the end of the church. underneath that bell. That is a big window, very, very big. A lot of old headstones here, and there's a lot of new ones as well, more recent ones. But the churchyard is just covered in leaves, very picturesque. So over here where the edge of the churchyard is, there's a bench in the sun, and you can see that there's still a lot of large trees everywhere, and not many headstones. It's the odd one, and then there's some new ones. A shot of the church here with the sun gleaming over the top of it. So it's a very interesting and certainly an unusual church, because it's got it's a completely brick building and no tower, and lots and lots of large windows. But the setting is just beautiful with all these autumn leaves falling. I think we'll have to go inside and have a look. So we're back round at the porch, and the church is actually wide open. That's good. And we've got a netting sort of gate here, so we'll go in and have a look. Well, this is quite a large porch with 2 windows, plain glass and leaded. The door is wide open, very welcoming. The first thing we see is a font, quite a plain font, but look at the brick floor, very well worn. Well, this is such a well-lit church with these large plain glass windows. They're all plain glass. And the light, this autumn light, is just streaming in. So if we turn back to where the tower would normally be, we see that we've got some bell pulls. Large windows. These windows are so large and they're absolutely plain glass. So much light coming in. Some old pews here at the back. This is quite small inside this church, and it's almost like a chapel, really. And the floor is all brick. The pews don't look that old, but I guess they're the age of the church, which I'm just guessing now is Victorian. It's quite plain in here, but very tall. It's tall and narrow and very well lit. Just go up and have a look. My footsteps are echoing in this church. So we've got a pulpit, small pulpit, not very high. There we get a good view of the church. And I love the globes. They're beautiful. They're in keeping with the style of the church. And they're large as well. And we just step up here towards the altar and have a look at this absolutely fantastic organ. I've not seen one like this before. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. It looks homemade. It's just beautiful. Some flowers here at the side. And a little heater. Though it's quite chilly outside today, this autumn day, it's not actually that cold in here. But the sun's shining through these windows. And this is something that I always like, and that is a plain glass window behind the altar. Because they give in so much light, and actually I think they're more dramatic. And that is a dramatic window, especially with the light shining through like it is. You see the outside world, the trees outside is beautiful. Some flowers on the altar here. And that cross, and there we can see this window now with the cross and the beautiful blue edging on that glass. That is really, really lovely. I actually prefer that to most of the stained glass windows that we see. But the ones at the side are just plain with leading, but lovely design. So if we turn back and stand with our back to the altar and look down towards where the bell tower is, get a good view of the height of the ceiling here. It's very narrow, this church. But strangely, there was an extension on the outside. So we've got more modern chairs here. I wonder if those wooden pews that were down the back, sitting there, were actually the ones that were up here originally. That's what it looks like, and they've replaced some more comfortable chairs. Got some more heaters up here. So we can see here through the window that there is actually that extension, and there's a door there that goes to it. And there's the reflections on the wall of the light coming through these plain windows. As we sort of come back here to this massive door, really large and beautiful door, which is wide open, and just have a last look at this church. This is different to all the churches that I've seen so far here. It's a more modern creation, a brick building, but the inside is of the style of a much older church. Very, very light, very open, very pleasant. Well, that's St Mary's. Beautiful church. Very unusual. In a fabulous setting.